Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pacers Daily. I'm your host, Hery Acosta. Let's get straight into it. First things first, Tyrese posted a picture of him wearing two shoes. He is out of a walking boot. Now, obviously, it doesn't mean that he's coming back anytime soon or anything, but, it is good just to see him walking again, just to see him, on his feet. Now, I know it's going to be a long recovery process, but, every step from here is going to be a good step, another step towards him playing basketball again. I know he misses basketball. That's what he lives for, that's what he works for. But it is good just to see him always happy, a very, very happy guy no matter what. Through thick and thin. This guy's our franchise. I am always very happy to have him on the team. But like always, wishing for a very speedy recovery. We're gonna need him back full shape for the 2026-2027 season. Now for this season, we just need his support. I know everyone on the team is gonna want to play for him, just to make sure that everyone does their job and just goes out there every single night, gives it their all, like Halliburton does. So they're gonna want to play like him. They're gonna want to pretty much. Whatever they do, it's going to be for Hallie. And this team's got potential. This team can always make a run. Like, you see the Pacers and you think, oh, they don't have anything right now. Well, the truth is, yeah, we do. We have a good team. But second thing second, for all my NBA 2K fans, Huff is actually one of the top 10 highest rated shot blockers in 2K26. Now, he comes in with a 90 rating. I have been saying this. He is an excellent shot blocker. He really is you could compare him to Turner, and their stats kind of correlate just based on the minutes, because Huff's per 36 minute stats are very close to what Miles Turner's stats are. Obviously, Huff doesn't average more than 12-15 minutes a game, but this year he could. This year we could see him putting up the numbers at Turner, and we could even see him putting up higher rebounding numbers. Could see him putting up close to his block number, and even more, just because Huff is a good shot blocker. So I thought this was interesting, just because I play 2K. I really like 2K. I've been playing it since I was a kid, and I don't really try to keep up too much on ratings, just because I don't think that's really the fundamentals of the game. It's just kind of go out there, like if you're playing my team, build the best team you can build, play against other people. My career is the one that everyone plays. You get to go to my park and play against other people and just build your own career. And then my favorite is my league, just kind of creating a team from the ground up, rebuilding some teams. On Next Gen, they have the one where you can go all the way back to the Larry Bird and Magic era. You can go back to the Jordan era, the Kobe and Tim Duncan era, the LeBron era, then the Curry era, and then just kind of rebuild from there. You can be all the way back to Charlotte Bobcats, drafting Derrick Rose, or just ending up with Kevin Durant and just building some crazy teams from back then. But enough of that. Just congrats to Huff on getting in that top 10. Now, something I did want to talk about, just because I'm not surprised about this at all, about the fact that they only gave the Pacers 9 televised games. They gave plenty of teams that weren't anywhere near the playoffs or even the conference finals about 20. They gave the Mavericks more than 20 nationalized television game. And I understand, yeah, they have Anthony Davis. Yeah, they got Klay Thompson. But this isn't 2016. This isn't 2017, where a team of Kyrie, Klay, and Davis would have been absolutely unstoppable. But they also don't have Luka, and now Luka's on the Lakers, and it makes sense that the Lakers had a bunch of televised games, because people are going to want to watch Luka and LeBron fully healthy on the floor together. But seeing that the Pacers only have 9 coming off of a Game 7 finals run, it doesn't matter if we have Tyrese Halliburton or not. Put some respect on the Pacers. I mean, this is still a playoff team. Whether we could have lost the whole team in the offseason, and should still have at least 15 to 20 televised games. I just think that's insane. But, I mean, obviously, if you're from Indiana, you can watch these games no matter what because they will be on FanDuel Live. And all you really need is either like a Fubo TV account or, I mean, you can watch them on NBA TV and stuff. But, I mean, I have a Fubo TV account, so I just watch every Pacers game on there. Obviously, the televised ones you'll either have to watch on, well, probably Amazon Prime now, and ESPN, ABC, pretty much where they put it. They used to put them on TNT. But obviously now, if people don't have Fubo, they're gonna watch potentially maximum of 9 Pacers games, which I think that's kind of messed up. But there's always ways around it. I mean, there's streaming sites and everything that people use. But where do we go from here? From 9 televised games to our star point guard being out, kind of building up, just seeing what we can have. About four players aren't coming back from last year, which, I mean, honestly is not bad for a roster because obviously we don't have Turner, we don't have Thomas Bryant, we don't have Enrique Freeman. I'm only going to put Halliburton in that because he's technically not, because he's not playing this year, but he is coming back to the team at some point. But out of the names I just said, Turner was a starter. Thomas Bryant was either the second or the third string center on any given night. And then Enrique Freeman barely touched the court. He was more of a G League player. But he still had his development ahead of him. But from here, what do you do? What do you do if you're the Indiana Pacers? Okay. You really just go around your team. Just continue to practice what you're practicing. Make sure, every player has their main skill set. What's Andrew Nembhard's main skill set? It's defense and it's playmaking. Whether that's actually creating his own shot, creating someone else's shot, or just being the guy out there. What's Siakam's strength? Siakam's strength is post up, mid-range game, and he's getting a lot better from the 3. Nesmith, you're not, I wouldn't say old-fashioned, but perfect 3-and-D player. Great three-point shooter, great defender. Isaiah Jackson, great in the paint. Absolutely monster box out. Grabs rebounds. Good shot blocker. Mathurin, scorer. Drives to the paint. Decent three-point shooter. Really good mid-range shooter. Could touch up a little bit on defense, but And then you get your players like Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin is the best alley-oop dunker in the league, at least in my opinion. He's also a really good three-point shooter. Well, kind of in and out. TJ McConnell, he is the heart and soul of the bench. Good defender for his size. One of the best paint players that we have on this team. And just being 6'1", he is probably the toughest person to guard in the paint just because his shot is pretty high arcing. And he is a good three-point shooter. When he's open, he's going to drill it. And then obviously Shepherd, defense. That's his main goal. Huff's reverse dunks and shot blocking. Now, that's an interesting one, but his reverse dunks are insane. And then just keep going down the list. Taylor Peters is a good three-point shooter. Cam Jones could turn out to be a good 3-and-D player as well. But everybody on this team has a good skill set. There's still stuff that everyone can learn, of course. Like on our starting lineup, Mathurin could still develop into a decent defender because out of the 5 in the starting lineup, he is probably the worst defender. And that's not actually bad because he is still not a bad defender. Just everyone else in that lineup is a good defender. I put Siakam in good defender combo just because the way he plays. But Pacers have it going. Obviously they're gonna miss Halliburton and there's gonna be some growing pains at first, and especially since our first game is against the Thunder, who didn't really change much this offseason. It's still pretty much the same team. I mean, they got rid of what? They got rid of Dylan Jones. That was pretty much it. Alex Dukas is gone. Just some of their players that didn't even touch the floor. So that's really that. But as always, I'm your host, Hery Acosta. This is Pacers Daily. Boom, baby, go, sir.